We're gonna be apparently doing a lot of small medical updates for you guys, just so everyone's kept up to date, and so I also obviously keep an archive of what's going on. And yeah, as you can see, I'm doing this a little differently. Instead of doing my phone vlogs, at least more often than not, I want to try to record them through OBS like this, and also have some gameplay in the background of something random that I'm playing. Currently, it's X Defiant. It could be Yu-Gi-Oh! It could be Apex Legends. It could be whatever. But I want to have the background for these vlogs to be a little bit more entertaining than me walking around doing this with my phone. So, give you guys a quick update. Yesterday, which was Monday the 3rd, I had an appointment with a consultation with a cardiologist to try to figure out what's going on with my heart palpitations. Now, um, this cardiologist, he didn't seem entirely too interested in the notes that I took on my phone. I took like a page or two of notes throughout the past like few months of symptoms, how they arose, what I was doing, and how intense they were, and whatever have you, if they were repeatable. And he didn't seem all that interested, mostly because that's probably conjecture at my point. It's just my it's only my experience, but he was more interested in when I was wearing the Zio patch and the results from that. And well, first of all, I went through there and I got so lost. The hospital that I go to, which I've been going to there for since I was a kid, for like emergency room stuff like that, whatever. And the main entrance was inaccessible through the road I usually take because of construction. So I had to use GPS to get like a back side entrance, which took me to a weird entrance with a small old elevator that took me to the wrong floor, even though I pressed the right button, went to the wrong floor. So I got out, went to another elevator, which was a much nicer elevator, and then took me to the correct floor. And then I finally found the office. It was a whole mess. Plus, it was like 87 degrees yesterday, and I was driving all day in the sun, getting in and out of the car. I went into Walmart after and stuff like that, and I was so exhausted. Like, heat exhausts me so hard. You have no idea, dude. If it's hot out and I'm just like in the car, like driving is tiring for me because my brain's already going a lot so much, and I'm just like I'm shooting little laser beams of attention at everything around me, especially in the summer where people drive like maniacs, and I'm constantly aware of everyone around me because everyone's going over the double yellow line, because no one's paying attention, and there's bikers everywhere, so I have to really pay attention to my corners and to how close I am to cars and to bikes and blah blah blah. So I was just so dead exhausted by the time I got home, and I got myself some Yu-Gi-Oh cards as like a reward for the day, and I didn't get shit. I didn't get nothing. But anyway, so yeah, I get there and I go in for my appointment. I do my thing, and they take a quick EKG for like 15, 20 seconds, and everything looks fine on that. And then I talk to the cardiologist, and he's just like, well, I don't know about that. We're just gonna go ahead and like, he's talking like that. Like, dude, I know you're a cardiologist, but you don't gotta keep your heart rate low. You can like come alive a little bit, like give me a little bit of a little bit of back and forth. Let's talk. And it was fine. He's doing a job. He's probably been through this a million times. Even though like the chart, they marked me as urgent, which is terrifying for me. But I assume by the way he acted, he didn't seem like it was urgent. Because I mean, they booked my next appointment for the end of this month, so it can't have been that urgent. I mean, right? It was. Yeah, my stress echo is the 28th at fucking 8 in the morning, by the way. Disgusting. So it can't be that urgent if you didn't get me in the next day. But I assume that's just so they could get the consultation to just, get me in there so we can get me in there now so we can get the next appointment set up. So I get that. But don't say it as urgent because that just scares me really hard. Yeah, so he was like, by the result of your echo, we want to do the stress test, and then echo. By the results of your Zio patch, we want to do a stress test and an echocardiogram, and then so take pictures of the heart before, do a stress test, take pictures of the heart after, get all those readings, and then see what's up. So I went okay, and then they asked me what medications I was on, and I told them they had in their system my quetiapine, which was the medication I was taking for sleep. And I was like, no, that's outdated. I'm taking the medication you guys gave me, metoprolol or whatever, and I'm also taking Mictol for mood stabilizers. And so he basically said, okay, we're going to have you stop taking your mood stabilizers, and we're going to up your dosage of the metoprolol, because even though their department told me to take half of a 25 milligram tablet, he said, no, no, take the full thing. So I went, okay, so I guess I'm taking a 25 milligram tablet, and now I'm not taking my mood stabilizer medication. So, all right, but thankfully, the mood stabilizer was still on a pretty low dosage, so it shouldn't have any real negative effects. It might, make my mood a little bit worse, but like it won't be like it's not like a big dramatic black and white kind of thing. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely still anxious about it. But I will say, I think the last 2 nights I didn't wake up with the heart palpitations in the morning, which is good. But I did wake up. I mean, it kind of felt like I woke up with my body vibrating, but but it wasn't my heart rate. It was like that sleepy buzziness that your body gets, where you're just like, kind of, because you're sleeping or whatever. I don't know if that's just me, but I mean, I had my heart monitor on my heart rate monitor on my watch, and I haven't had anything too crazy. And actually, what's really cool though, I'm happy about is the fact that even when I used to have my smartwatch before, I didn't wear it while sleeping because a lot of times I sleep on an arm, which obviously would press into it and leave like real bad indents. But I've slept with this watch 2 nights in a row, and it's not that bad. Looks like I was asleep roughly. I have like my whole like sleep map, right? So that's like my sleep map, and you can see that there was a 58 BPM, 19 relaxed state, and I had bad respiratory quality. I was at 69. I don't know what that means throughout the whole night. But again, I don't know how well this thing measures stuff like that. But it showed I had good sleep last night, which I will say, I think I did have some pretty okay sleep last night, even though I did wake up a bunch. I had very small intermittent REM. I was fully awake at one point, even though that's not true because like it shows I was fully awake one time at like 8 a.m. But I wake up every single night a bunch of times. So, but I don't know how long I have to be awake or how awake I have to be for it to register that I am awake. But I did get small periods of deep sleep, but that only lasted like 10 or so minutes at a time. The most I had was probably 20 minutes of deep sleep, and then I would wake up, or I would switch into REM and then go straight to a light sleep for a bunch of it. It was just a lot of back and forth. But yeah, if you can see right there, it shows that little one on top shows I was awake, but I was definitely awake. I'd say pretty much all of those light sleeps was also me waking up. But yeah, it's nice to at least have this in general to look back at. And also my heart rate chart, being able to look at that, which is fine. It's doing decent. I will say that my heart rate hasn't been feeling so bad. I mean, the anxiety definitely makes my chest feel tight, and a lot of times it makes it difficult for me to understand to really distinguish if I'm having an actual heart issue or a chest problem, or if it's just my anxiety making it feel like that way. Because if you have anxiety, you know that you can manifest symptoms if you're expecting symptoms. Your body is an excellent placebo device. So if I have a very slight discomfort in my chest and my anxiety is at the right stage where I can get worried over it, I will amplify that. Not I will, but my anxiety will amplify that and make it worse. So that's a very difficult thing, but I will say that I am 100% confident that it's not my anxiety making me feel this way all the time. There is some underlying thing. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't have seen tachycardia on the results or whatever have you. So, but that's not like an official diagnosis. That's why they still want to do the EKG and do the echocardiogram and the stress test and whatever have you, so they can actually find a diagnosis. And once they get through this next plan, once they get through these testings in a whole month, I hate that I have to wait till the 28th. That is so long. Then they'll talk to my psychiatrist, my prescribing medication psychiatrist, and they can figure out what medication will work for my depression and anxiety and my sleep that will not interfere But my psychiatrist was saying that there's pretty much nothing in his toolbox that doesn't have some small risk factor for the heart, and even the stuff I was taking did, but he's never heard of all of his years of doing it of either of the things I was taking causing any issue like this. And we're both in agreement that, like, even if it's not causing it, they still want to eliminate that so they can get as much of a basic reading of me as they can, so they can figure out where to go from there. And also, what I was thinking yesterday and the day before, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before, that when I had COVID at the beginning of the year for the first time, maybe COVID weakened my immune system just enough to a degree that I would be susceptible to something like that. I don't know, because I I don't remember. I don't remember when I started taking this my Lamictal, but if I was still taking my previous sleeping medication when I was, which I believe I was when I had COVID, then that could have affected that, because that one has much more. I'm putting to my drawer where the medication is. That one has a higher risk of some heart thing over a long period of time. So who knows? Maybe those things worked in conjunction. I don't know. I have too many things in my head, too many theories buzzing around, but I just have to sit on my hands and can't do much. But here I am making myself smoothies every day. I got myself some smoothie cups. I went and over the past couple of weeks of my paychecks, I bought a bunch of little things just to make some stuff easier and to make it more convenient, so I actually do it. So getting myself good smoothie cups with straw cleaners and stuff like that makes making smoothies easier, because I have devices to put them in. I bought myself like a little powder organizer. It's like these little glass squares where you scoop whatever powder. So I have like my protein powder in there. I have matcha in there. I have chai seeds in there, so I have that stuff easily accessible. I bought myself a double pill organizer, and I bought myself a pill cutter. And now I don't need to cut the pills, and now I only take one medication in the morning, so I don't need the pill organizer. Motherfucker. So that was a waste of money, but I mean, I still have them. Who knows how I'll use it in the future. But yeah, I'm staying on top of it, doing everything I can. And I think that'll pretty much be it for this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this new format with the gameplay in the background, then let me know. And my nose is itchy.